Good evening and welcome to Fox News Primetime. I'm Jesse Waters. The justice system did its job today in Kenosha. After 25 long hours of deliberation, the jury finally delivered a verdict in the case of Kyle Rittenhouse.
To the fifth count of the information, Gage Grosskreutz, we the jury find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
Members of the jury, are these your unanimous verdicts? Is there anyone who does not agree with the verdicts as read?
Not guilty on all charges. Inside the courtroom, happy tears from Kyle Rittenhouse and his family. But outside the courthouse was another story. Protesters angry at the verdict. Jacob Blake's family wasting no time playing the race card.
You know his ideology. They talk about harming African Americans, they talk about harming minorities, and he acted it out. Now you tell us why he got a free ride. His bail money was raised by the Proud Boys, the Ku Klux Klan, the Nazis, the skinheads. Are they plugged up in this courtroom? Do we know the history of this judge? I heard he's been racist as hell to these people in Kenosha for many years.
The angry mob didn't get its way. So time to blame the judge, who's a Democrat. Time to blame racism. Kyle didn't shoot anybody black. And this reaction isn't just coming from protesters outside the courthouse. No, prominent leftists around the country are losing their minds over the verdict. Congresswoman Cori Bush tweeting, "This system isn't built to hold white supremacists accountable. It's why black and brown folks are brutalized and put in cages while white supremacist murderers walk free." The pinheads at MSNBC chimed in saying, Kyle Rittenhouse trial was designed to protect white conservatives who kill. And then you have this lady.
We saw similar outcomes with Emmett Till. We've seen similar outcomes with lynch mobs. There is a distinct pattern in this country and in this criminal legal system that will allow, protect, and defend the, in particular, white men who will defend white supremacy and the culture of white supremacy that permeates this entire country. And let's be clear, this judge, as Paul pointed out earlier, was brazen in the way that he put his thumb on this scale. He rubbed our noses in the fact that he could do whatever he wanted and basically dared us to do anything about it. He wanted us to be very clear that he would stop at nothing to defend this blueprint for white supremacist vigilantism.
It's his idiocy. Don't listen to this garbage. We should all sleep better tonight knowing that the rule of law still exists. The jury had a difficult task, but they listened to the evidence and justice prevailed.
Just in terms of your the attentiveness and the cooperation that you gave to us, this justifies the confidence that the founders of our country placed in you.
A lot was riding on this decision by the jury. It wasn't just about the innocence of Kyle Rittenhouse. It was also about our Second Amendment and the right to self-defense. Had the verdict gone the other way, those rights would have been seriously wounded. But the justice system came through, and now we must all respect it. Even Joe Biden knows that.
Do you stand by your past comment equating him to white supremacy?
Well, look, I stand by what the jury has concluded. The jury system works, and we have to abide by it.
But this isn't a case of better late than never. Joe Biden can't undo the damage he caused Kyle Rittenhouse when he smeared the kid as a white supremacist just so he could win an election. Biden's handlers released a statement later, kind of cleaning things up, reading, while the verdict in Kenosha will leave many Americans feeling angry and concerned, myself included, we must acknowledge that the jury's spoken. I urge everybody to express their views peacefully, consistent with the rule of law. Violence and destruction of property have no place in our democracy. But will the protesters in Kenosha listen? 500 National Guard troops are standing by in case chaos erupts. But so far, things are actually mostly peaceful.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.